Welcome, Kumas, to another mailbox opening. You're here with Kuma. This is where I open my mailbox for the month, and we just discuss random gold making strategies that I implemented in the previous month as well as the next month. Now, this isn't going to be a full month because I'm a little bit paranoid that for a third month in a row, I'm not going to collect my mail. So this is probably 2, maximum 3 weeks worth. But it should still be sufficient. Now, as you guys know from the previous gold making video, I did convert all of my nether shards into my chaos crystals, which I then cracked into the ley crystals. I turned them into enchants. So we're going to see how that went in terms of gold, and hopefully we get up to gold cap on this toon again. And now my other ones. Now we're currently, I think, on just over 12 mil. Yeah, we're on 12.5 mil, so we'll probably get to 13 mil in this opening, and then we'll see how we go. We've averaged it out to about 1 million a month now, and it's only going to go up because I did level up my alts, and now some of them can do the gold missions in the class order hall, but I'm working on all my toons getting it because I really want to do all the storylines before we lose our artifacts. So that's kind of my priority at the moment, finishing all the storylines and doing the artifact storylines, not only to get gold from the class order hall, but sort of to have the let's play of the class order hall storylines, which I'll actually put out in let's play format. But I am going to start testing live streaming in this coming week, which is technically this week when this video would have released, because I couldn't get OBS to work properly for whatever reason. The text gets blurry in motion. This is the Elgato during let's play. See, it's crystal clear, but if I did this in the OBS, it will become blurry. And even OBS themselves don't know what the cause is, but I do have an Elgato capture card, so that shouldn't be happening, but it just is. Now, as you can see, I did sell a fair bit of the Chaos Crystals by themselves, just because I had so many, and I still have more than, 1,200 at the moment, even after selling all these Chaos Crystals. And I even sold some dust. Take a look at it. For crazy amounts, as well as enchants. So definitely a lot of gold was made this month from that, converting the nether shards to the enchanting materials, and I would highly recommend that for anyone, because at the end of this expansion they're going to be worthless. You can use these things to get your champions up, you can use these things to get your gear and to get some toys and whatnot, but when you have a toon like me, or you have multiple toons, eventually you get to run out of uses for nether shards, and the best thing you can do is just convert them to enchanting materials, and then, if the raw materials sell for more than the enchants, sell the raw materials. If you can be bothered, convert the materials into enchants and, sell them on the AH like I do. So as you can see, we're about to hit gold cap on this toon again, and then I'm going to have to mail it off to my bank toon, because look, we're already up to 9999, and we're going to hit another 9 again. It was satisfying the first time. Now it's just getting annoying. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. What a fucking troll. So I'm gonna screenshot it for the lols. And we'll send another 1 million gold to my bank, because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I like what someone suggested. Send an heirloom item, because that way it's impossible for you to accidentally send it to the wrong person. That is very smart. Put an heirloom item, you can only send it to yourself. So that is beautiful. That is a very good idea. And continue with the opening, really. I think that's it. Was that it? No, 139 more messages. So that's what I did on this toon. Used up a lot of my nether shards. I haven't done it on all my alts. I think my druid, rogue, and DK still have plenty of nether shards, so I still have plenty of nether shards to go, but I'm sort of getting rid of some of the Legion items while I still can, because they are going to drop in value at the end of Legion. But as always, like I mentioned, the stockpile video, there are items which I am stockpiling for Battle of Azeroth, which are going to go up in value. So it's kind of one of those things. You sell certain things, you hold on to certain things. It's just how it works. 24 seconds. Okay, so that's... Whoa, it didn't tell me. Oh yeah, we made 68,000 from that opening. How much is in this one? No, there's more. So as you can see, even defiled runes are still selling for about 40 gold. So get rid of those. And all these enchants are selling for over 1,000 gold. Just get rid of what you can. Get rid of what you can. Don't hold too much. I don't think there's anything that's going to cause the prices to go up, because we're in the final raid of the expansion. Everyone's going to be buying their enchants now as they're getting gear, and eventually people are going to get the best gear they can possibly get. And, you know, the demand is just going to go down for these enchants. So I wouldn't hold on to too much material anymore. I better do that for myself and get... having 1,000 of these Chaos Crystals is too much. So I'm going to have to start, you know, taking a look at the prices of the enchants again. And then, you know, listing some more because I got to get rid of this stuff. I got to get rid of this stuff. I haven't actually gone and bought any enchanting materials this entire expansion, just because I was getting the greens from my ults and disenchanting them, and, you know, whatever loot I get from the chests from the world quests. That's just the stuff that I use. Other than that, for this toon, it's just the same old cracking the, what was that crystal? Shark crystal, I think. I just crack it, and I was selling this infinite dust and greater cosmic essence, which sells for a truckload. It's, you crack this one. Yeah, you crack the Abyss Shard, which I buy for like 10 gold or 15 gold when it's available, and you get some greater cosmic essence and infinite dust, which you then sell. That's basically it. That's all that I do. So let's just finish up on the Hunter and go on the other toons. Okay, we finished up on the Hunter. I went, did the rounds. I bought whatever Savage Blood was under 50 gold, and we did that. Let's go back to White Wolf, which is my leatherworker, which has been making some money off leatherworking. I mean, I have to put that guy together, but by this point, if you've watched all my videos, you know exactly how to make money off leatherworking. The Mage Tower just had its 3 days of glory, so the prices of the items went through the roof, and we made a fair bit off that as well. So we're doing pretty well for that. So let's just do that. Yep. Let that load. Successful. Here we go. As you can see, Drums of Fury was selling very well. Some of them were selling for 83 gold a piece, and the crafting cost was 0. So, very nice. That's it for leatherworking, guys. Just cashing in. Just cashing in. It's simple. I showed you guys in the garrison video. Get your garrison resources, buy the raw beast hide, convert it into Drums of Fury, and sell it. That's easy. I mean, I also sell some leg armors, but, you know, these Drums of Fury sell more than anything else, and we'll see how much gold we get from that. One thing that I will give you tips about, as you can see, I sell some in stacks of 10, some in stacks of 5, singles and 20s. I find that stacks of 20, 10s, and 5s usually have a similar price range. And then when I sell the singles, I usually sell the singles for a lot more because a lot fewer people sell singles. Reason is, some people may only want 1 or 2, and for whatever reason, they're willing to pay double the price. Whereas when you're selling them in 5s, 10s, and 20s, people undercut a lot more, and very few people sell singles. It is a bit scummy, and some people get pissed off that I'm selling the singles, but as you can see, a lot of people buy the singles, and sometimes the singles make me a lot more than, you know, the multiple stacks. So, you know, if you get pissed off by this, think about the people buying an Apple phone. iPhone. It's a piece of crap and a half. I mean, that's about it. I sometimes even sell stacks of 3, as you can see. It's just ridiculous. Like, some of these stacks don't even make sense. I mean, I can understand the biggest stack being 20, half of that being 10 and a 5. But some people want stacks of 3. Sure, whatever. Just like, you know, I'm not going to argue it. I'm really not. Gold's gold, you know, another WoW token for doing nothing. Sure. And as you can see, my monk has now finally started doing the quests. We've got 4 of our followers. She's kind of the nicest one. I like Lily. She's cool. I'll probably keep her as my main follower. I'll get a legendary item, you know, to get gold from missions. But the real thing that I'm going to be after is the gold missions just from the order hall. Monks don't, unfortunately, get order hall resources for doing world quests like some other classes. So I'm going to have to give her 1 item for getting me order hall resources for doing world quests. I'm going to grind that a little bit, but I really like getting their levels up through these missions. You know, they give you bonus follower XP because you occasionally get that thing that gives you 4,000 experience. I know I can buy it with the nether shards, but I'd rather not waste the nether shards on something that I can get for free anyway. So, you know, I might as well send them on these missions when I'm not using them. So as you can see, Lily's already 107, and if I get one of those bonus things, that's going to get her 2-3 levels higher. Because if I go and do world quests with her now, normally when you do a world quest with a follower that's already level 110, they'll get 1,000 experience per follower quest. Now that she's under 110, she doesn't get 1,000. She gets like 50 or 100. So if it was 1,000, she'd get a level every 2 quests. She doesn't, so I have to kind of wait, as opposed to, you know, just go and do world quest. I mean, I can go and do world quests with her now, but there's no big deal because it's really slow to level her that way. And I'd rather not grind world quests when I'm not getting a bonus, when I can do it on my other toons and get a bonus. So it's, you know, just the way it is. And as you can see, Drums of Fury sell like crazy every single time there is a Mage Tower. They normally sell well because of the mythics, but when there's a Mage Tower out, really seldom. And I think this is, I mean, this item is going to work in Battle for Azeroth too. There's no level limit. So, you know, market's mine, and every single month it gives me more than 250,000 gold worth of profit. So that's a WoW token every month, just from this profession, from a single item. It just is what it is, guys. I would highly recommend picking up this profession. I mean, I think Hexwave bags are going to be more profitable in the long run, and I'm going to make the Legion bags as well on my tailor, because I have a lot of the cloth. How much cloth do I have? Do I have a piece of cloth here? I do. So as you can see, I already have almost 8,000 pieces of shell dry silk, which I can use to make bags. But at the end of the day, they're gonna make an unbelievable amount at the start of the new expansion, because that's what happens at the start of every expansion. It's just insane, and this is like almost 2 weeks back worth, and we're already up to 100,000. Gotta love leatherworking. Gotta love it. So easy. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that we're gonna lose our legendaries. I mean, I didn't really feel strongly about the legendaries anyway, but some of them were pretty cool. Lucky we get to keep the skins, but most of them aren't that cool. I mean, the Warglaive skins are good, but some of the other legendaries are like, eh. I like my Black Bow, the Betrayer, or my Hunter anyway. The Ashbringer was cool in the Pally. I won't, you know, deny that. I hope we can keep the skins for the Kitty Cat form. For Druids, that was pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, the Scythe and the Warlock, beautiful. But some of the other ones are like, yeah, you know. Okay, I think this is about it, because I've got a little bit of items here in a package. So that means that should be it for the month. So, not even a month, really, 18 days. So in 2 weeks, we made about 120,000. Yeah, 130,000 in under 2 weeks. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Is there anything we can vendor? We won't need this. Not really much we can do with this stuff, to be honest. I just want to make sure I pick this up so I don't lose any of it.
I can't carry anymore.
That is the real problem, when you can't carry. What I can do, actually, is make 10 more of these dragon scales. I'm out of room. I'm honestly out of room on my toons. Even the bank is completely full. It's completely stockpiled, so I've got a serious problem. So I can use up this entire stack and make some room. I'll get rid of one problem, but we've still got the other problems. I'm just out of room. Okay, that's one problem out of the way.
Inventory is full.
Use this.
I can't use that item yet.
Oh wow, I can't use this item either. Crap. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of shifting around. Feels so bad. Ugh. See, this is a kind of a problem I have. I have too many items now. Each toon stockpiles a certain profession's item, and this toon stockpiles all the leatherworking things, but unfortunately is completely full. So, and I'm talking the entire bank's full. Like, the entire bank is full of, what's it called? Hides and leathers and drums. I mean, I've got, you know, 2,000 drums just sitting there. It's just insane.
It's not ready yet.
That's what happens. I've split up one character per profession stockpile, and even then. And I've got 3 guild banks, and I'm about to get a 4th one now. So, things are getting a little crazy. Okay, let's go now on the Demon Hunter. She hasn't sold many Hexweave bags. I only sell them now when they're over 3,000 gold, because I know they'll be well over 3,000 gold in battle for Azeroth. But there was a period during the month, well, 2-3 weeks, that they were at about 4,000 gold each, and I did sell a few then. But that was the only reason why I sold them, because they were at that crazy price. I won't sell it for less than that. As you can see, this was it. 3.8, that's after the AH cut. So let's just pick that up. This one's a bit glitchy. But lucky I could actually show you beforehand. See, 26,000 just from that. Let's see what the price is now. I'll show you guys what the price is now. Bags. We'll see what the price is. Yeah, 2.8. So I'm not going to sell them yet, because I know as soon as Battle for Azeroth comes out, the price is just going to go boom. So I'm just going to stockpile those things. As you can see, I already have about 30. And how much Hexweave cloth do I have? For another 30 maybe? So that's 60 bags in total. I hope to have maybe 200 or 400 by the time Battle for Azeroth comes out. That's what I did for Legion, and I made quite a bit. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing. Let's go on my DK that was selling those things for Dark Moon Fair. I filmed the Dark Moon Fair video and then I stopped buying and selling the items for it. But I can make another 50 or 100,000 gold a month off that, but I just couldn't be bothered because it's only for about 2 weeks every month, and I can't be bothered going through that buy-sell cycle every month. It's just too much effort. But you can make a little bit from it. One successful. Yeah, see, Mysterious Grimoires and eggs. They sell for a little bit, not too much, but it's enough. When I was doing the Dark Moon Fair video, they were selling for huge amounts. Absolutely ridiculously huge amounts. And now let's go to the bank that sells all the random crap that people buy. And it is a lot of crap. And a lot of people keep asking, I keep showing people, this is one of my guild banks. This is this toon's guild bank, Sniper Bank. This toon just holds all the junk, really. Like all the random miscellaneous items. So you've got the random junk here, you know, little tomes and runes and leathers and whatnot, and you've got some mounts here, you've got some volatiles, some other goodies, you know, things to build the auctioneer, just waiting for these things to go up in price. More random crap, ores, bars, you've got these little pets, and you've got all these sort of primals whenever they explode in price. You've got miscellaneous gems and whatnot, and then you have some more mounts, you know. So there's like few million gold worth of stuff in this bank alone, you know, not too bad. And then we're just gonna pick up this stuff. Alright, sweet. We're gonna destroy this item and start opening all the successful stuff. Let's see how this month went. Start opening. Oh, collected, okay. What the hell's wrong with it? What is wrong with this thing? Maybe you have to manually start it. Not showing all, not all messages are shown. Refresh your mailbox. What? Successful mail then? Ah, I picked the wrong thing. Whoops. It's pretty embarrassing. But as you can see, enchants. These are all Warlords of Draenor enchants. They still sell. They still sell. As always, I get the temporal crystals from using my enchanting daily cooldown or just using this little hub here. I get the dust for that by disenchanting the blues, which you vendor for a few copper. Of course, I'm not going to vendor them for a few copper because they're worth more than that to me. Why isn't this opening? Open the expired stuff too. Deviate, Savory Delight, that used to be my market back in vanilla. That's where I made my first few thousand gold in vanilla. Good times. So yeah, it's just it's same as last month. I sell all this crap. Ever since I started selling these Warlords of Draenor enchants, I started making a lot of gold because these temporal crystals I get for free from the garrison. So yeah, I use the garrison, and that's, I mean, if I had to, that would be more than enough to get my token for the month. I could possibly already buy 2-3 tokens this month. It's just, and that's without farming or anything. That's just like, you know, sitting there doing nothing. That's the best part of it. Anyone can really do it. I don't know what other tips I could possibly give you because I covered a lot in my stockpile video, so I would definitely recommend watching that because that's what I'm doing for Battle of Azeroth. And I did a video like that back in Warlords of Draenor, and a lot of people said, yeah, I wouldn't do that, it's wasting my time. And then as soon as Legion hit, I was up 2-3 million, like straight away. And I'm hoping this part to stockpile even more. So before Legion, I started stockpiling 1 or 2 months beforehand. now I started stockpiling as soon as the announcement for Battle of Azeroth came out. So, you know, I've got a little more time to prepare. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tailors. So I should be doing fairly well. I don't know. It depends when Battle for Azeroth comes out, because the later it comes out, the more I'm going to make from it. And I think they're going to put the gold cap up to 100 million, possibly. And it would be nice to be able to hit that, you know, straight away. So in Warlords of Draenor, I came back with 0 gold and I got my million. So I got my gold cap. I got my gold cap in Legion, and it would be nice to get gold cap again in Battle for Azeroth with minimal effort, really. So it's just one of those things. And I'm going to buy Battle for Azeroth, you know, using Battle.net credit from gold anyway. I might buy some vanity mounts and all that stuff. I already use it to get my monthly credit. So, sorry, it's just one of those things that I can't stress enough. I mean, look, I even sold shit from the vendor, the Enchanting Vellum. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. So we're already up to 12.9. Yeah, so we're going to hit 13 million. So like I said, every single month we get 1 million. And that's not too bad. I mean, 1 million gold a month from doing fuck all is not bad. I know a lot of people are telling me I should get TSM and start sniping and start doing this. Like, I can't be fucked doing that. You know, you're sniping something and then you're waiting to sell it and all that. It's like, I just can't be fucked. This is just easy gold for doing nothing. And I'm kind of happy with 1 million. 1 million gold is how many WoW tokens? If the WoW token's about 150, that's 2... yeah, fair enough. So that's like 6 tokens a month. I don't need more than 6 tokens a month, really. So what else am I supposed to do with gold? I am planning to get Invincible as soon as it comes out. I know a lot of people will tell me I'll get better satisfaction. See, Volatile Earth. I'll buy this for a few gold a piece and then I wait for it to bounce up to 20 and then I sell it. 10 times the markup. I am maybe considering doing live streams of farming mounts because it might be more fun when it does actually drop. But then what am I going to do with all this gold? I might just convert it to Blizzard credit and just buy games with it. I could just buy a fuck ton of Overwatch loot boxes with it. We could do that. But I haven't played Overwatch in ages, you know? So it could be interesting. Buying like 1,000 Overwatch loot boxes and opening them. That could be amazing. Because I've only opened 50 boxes so far on my account. I haven't uploaded that video. So there's heaps of shit that could drop. Like, virtually everything. And as always, you see, I've got my daily thing. Are we over? Are we over 13 million? Not yet. We're 60,000 gold away from 13 million. We'll hit that. No problem. And here's the stuff that started expiring. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for my month. It's going to be the same till Battle of Azeroth, more or less. It's more going to be me stockpiling and getting rid of as much Legion stock as I can. Because I don't think there's any item in particular from Legion which is worth stockpiling. That being said, I am probably going to keep some of the mounts from Legion which you can craft, because now the cost of crafting materials is really low, and then when Legion passes, you know, crafting these items becomes a bit more expensive because not so many people are going to be farming the ores. But I'm not going to go nuts with it because I might only stockpile 10 or 20. Getting a call. No, rejected. And yeah, that's basically going to be what I do. So that is what I could recommend for you guys. If you guys are kind of on a dead server, I mean, I'm sure there's a market on every server you can sort of take over and make a bucket ton of gold from, but different servers have different types of economies. If you're in a role-playing server, you're probably going to make more gold from transmog. If you're in a, you know, really heavy PvP server and PvE server, you know, you might make some from raw enchanting materials, alchemy materials, and, you know, gems every raid reset. So it depends server to server. There's not a one-size-fits-all, you know, solution to what's the best way to make gold on a server. But, you know, you just got to figure it out, and you just got to get into some markets, and over time you'll figure out, you know, how it goes. I mean, I've been on Frostmourne for years, so I pretty much know the ins and outs of Frostmourne, so I kind of know what works, I kind of know what doesn't, and I kind of know what, you know, things I avoid. But, you know, every server's different. So there are some principles that I always stick to. But, you know, sometimes you just got to go with your gut. And if you make a mistake, don't you realize when I say no to answering a message, that means no? Yeah, I'll call you back later. So yeah, that's just it. And even if you make a mistake, that's why you don't invest too much of your gold into anything. When I started investing in sort of mounts, for example, when I bought 2 Spectral Tigers for 70,000, I was kind of very scared about it. But now, you know, learning that it's a trading card game mount, I kind of regret not buying more of them. Even though I couldn't at the time, I was really hesitant to buy one for 70,000 gold. And now you can sell them for millions. So you learn. You sort of learn from making mistakes. Even if it's not a mistake, you know, not investing enough is sometimes considered a mistake because you lost a good opportunity. It just is what it is. That's the best way to learn. So, you know, you can play the AH, you can play certain markets, you can stockpile certain items. You know, that's the best way. You'll get a feel for it the more you do it. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. So, have we hit? I really want to hit 13 million. Come on. Refresh. How many more things? Oh, wow. It's all the old stuff. So I'm going to have to clear out my bags a little bit by making a few posts before I'm able to open them. Damn it. What's that? 179,000 in 2 weeks. Nice, bank. Nice. Okay, hopefully this clears my inventory up sufficiently to open up a few more pieces of junk. And take a look, cobalt bars were just selling like crazy. I usually buy them for a few gold each when I get a chance, and then they explode. It's just those things. I've been doing this on Frostmourne since the Burning Crusade, and that's how in the Burning Crusade I had 50,000 gold and I had epic flying mounts on all my toons while people couldn't even get one, you know? That's how it started. In high school, I was, you know, just farming raw materials and selling it, and then I learned how to craft things and play the AH market, and then I had people on a regular basis selling me things. So that's how I got into the whole entrepreneurial thing, and that sort of expanded onto my real life and sort of whatnot. So you kind of learn. You got to start somewhere, and the AH is just, you know, one of... It's kind of like anything, really. It's just a marketplace. So if you know what people are buying, how much they're buying, and, you know, how to get it, just go for it. You know, be the middleman and make as much as you can on the top of it. So let's finish up this opening and see how much we have. Yep, 14. That means it was like 2 weeks worth. No, we're almost there. We're 5,000 gold short. No, wait, we're not. We're 30,000 gold short. Damn. No, 200. What is this? 12 million. Yeah, 30,000 gold short. Or is it 300,000 gold short? Is that 300,000? Damn it. We're 300,000 gold short. Alright, we're close enough to 13 million. It's only been 2 weeks. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Live streaming's coming soon. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to see you guys there. Make sure you subscribe for that and you've hit that little bell next to it. Keep an eye on the community tab. That's where the announcement is going to be. But I'll also announce it on Twitter and Discord. So I'll see you there. Till then, Legion Kuma out. Bye.